I believe showroom design needs to be about how someone experiences the space and the product that's being sold. Retail is about experiences and it's about being immersed. Showrooms need to understand the psychology of smell, sight, sound, and how these things come together. So people, when they come in, they understand the brand. They don't need to be told, they don't need to be explained. It's not about everything on show. It's not about everything surrounding you. And really the psychology of how people are in a space and letting people breathe. I think that's what's most important. I'm Michael Drescher, Director of DKO, Interior Architect of this showroom. So this project, which is located in Brisbane, Australia, holds a special place in my heart because this is actually where I lived when I studied. I used to walk past here almost every day to university. So when Surface Gallery and Est showed me this location, straight away I was connected to it. And I think as a designer, the strength of our design and what we design is actually being connected to a site and connected to a space. When I initially saw the brief of this showroom, I was probably confused of how I would create a space where they're not competing. And I think that it's really important of how brands selling two complete different things have enough space that they come together, they're not competing and they're working together. And to be honest, I didn't know how I would do that at the start, but I knew that my relationship with both brands was strong and I kind of understood the DNA of them and I kind of knew how to bring them together. And I think these are the beautiful moments where, as someone coming into the space, you can see the interaction of light, product, material, and texture.
My name's Adrian and I'm the director at Surface Gallery.
And I'm Tilly, one of the associates at S Lighting.
One of the biggest challenges when we were designing the space was how we make sure the brands intertwine in a seamless way. And we wanted the brands to feel really collaborative and they felt intertwined. It didn't want to feel like a separate showroom. We wanted it to all feel like one continuous space.
It was really important for us to create a bit of a retail experience that wasn't just your traditional one. We wanted it to be immersive. As soon as a client walked in the space, we wanted to invite them to touch and feel like they can touch all of the textures of the stone and see all of the different finishes of the metal and therefore just make it a bit of a memorable experience. It wasn't just picking something off the shelf. We wanted them to kind of connect emotionally with our products. That was really important.
Some of the lighting that Est has is really beautiful in the metals being used, all the actual surroundings, and how the lighting is interplaying on that light fitting alone. But then if you put it onto a beautiful natural stone or tiled texture, it's showing just how lighting can enhance a product or enhance a wall finish. And sometimes, you know, as designers and we look at spaces and we look at walls and we look at materials, we rarely get lighting together. And that's everything from natural light right through to artificial light and morning light, evening light, different color temperatures, because it changes the way products are perceived. It changes the way products feel and look. And I think as designers, we actually really need to understand how that relationship is. When you initially walk into the space, it's a compressed moment. We were really mindful that we didn't want the person to be surrounded by materials and surrounded by product. So we walk in and the first thing you see is Surface Gallery. You turn around and behind you is this beautiful room. We had to create these moments that people could journey through. They could look at how lighting interplayed with the walls that we created, the surface of the walls and all those moments, and even changing sort of the flooring, so the existing concrete floor merging into carpeted spaces. So it's a journey into a space which keeps opening up as you walk through. And then when you get to the rear of the space, it's really about how all the product comes together. You can see lighting while you're standing in the stone, vice versa. One of my favourite moments of the space is actually that rear island and how the natural stone works with the incredible two pendants above and the interplay, the light, the socialising around.
think DKO did a really good job of siphoning off some of the large space into little curated moments for some of our brands. We have a beautiful boardroom space with stunning Christopher Boots crystals, and then you just step next door to another little space where we have our Ticolo installed on beautiful plush carpets. You look behind and we have fittings that are installed on grand marble and stone, and I think it just elevates the pieces rather than putting them on gyprock plasterboard. So we're really excited about those little zones.
I think it's hard to pinpoint one particular space that I find my favourite here. I feel like it all has different feelings and you get different emotions as you walk through each part. I think definitely one of our key areas in terms of the stone was the kitchen and the monolithic experience of that stone and just how heavy it is. But then again, you know, each bathroom has a beautiful character and feel, and obviously walking through beautiful individual lighting areas complemented by the stone also give a really beautiful feel.